I promised all you guys on Twitter this week I would try my best to maintain some Pokimane and some videos out there. Sometimes the channel it needs a little juice, and this is how I'm going to get it, guys. Brought to us by a latest Misfits podcast with Poki. I will link it down below. A great group of guys. Love their content. Also a very cool podcast as Pokimane reveals a ton during it, and I'm going to touch on a particular segment talking about her Twitch deal where she reveals some information that I thought was very interesting. First of which, she actually said it was very tough to leave Twitch, pretty much forcing them to offer her something with all the life-changing deals that she had received throughout this process. I think a lot of us would assume it'd be YouTube and Mixer to be up there. I think what we've heard so far is Facebook was not really offering big money deals, at least, but what we've heard recently from people like Basically Do Work, they weren't really offering too big of deals out there. She says she pretty much forced Twitch to offer a pretty good deal, and they did.
Pretty good.
Was it a difficult choice to decide to stay with Twitch?
Yes.
Really?
Because, these platform deals are, nutty.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
And it truly is, life-changing money. And so when someone offers you that, I think for anyone, I remember even telling the Twitch people, I was like, honestly, if you guys, basically offer me nothing, then in a sense, you're forcing my hand. Because anyone in my position more or less would take a deal like that.
Yeah.
But luckily they did give me a good deal as well. So
Nice.
I'm very, very thankful because ultimately it was the platform that I wanted to stay on.
But she also admits, as we've seen guys like Ninja come out and say, the main reason he did this was not necessarily the money, it was also the freedom he got with the Mixer platform and the deal that Twitch could not really come to terms with. On top of that, it's actually Pokimane giving her main reason as to not only being just the money, but the Twitch community and the gaming community over there on Twitch, which facilitates so much more around it that other platforms just don't have. She even goes on to admit what I would say is probably the coolest thing is that Ninja certainly paved the way for all these other streamers and creators to land these deals, much like Joe Rogan when he took his podcast, or will be sometime soon, off of YouTube to Spotify. He will be making all other podcasts, at least some of them, get some pretty big deals. Pokimane herself admits that Ninja helped all these streamers make a lot more money and get some killer contracts.
Yeah. Well, I guess you've built your whole community there, and you're very accustomed, and your chat's great. I feel like the main thing about switching platforms is just
The community
You
goes
lose that culture, man.
The
Twitch,
culture.
Yeah.
Twitch culture is something else.
And it's not just the chat. It's also other streamers that you play with.
Yeah.
When you go into a certain game category on Twitch, it has an entire community with its streamers, with people trying to facilitate these connections, etc. There isn't any of that elsewhere.
Is it fair to say that Ninja's deal with Mixer kind of paved the way for all of these
Absolutely.
business shenanigans in the streaming world, and
Yeah.
I guess kind of upping the ante, I guess, is to the worth of
He
streamers.
knew it too. I'm pretty sure when he took that deal, he was like, now platforms are gonna have to put a dollar amount on content creators,
Yeah.
and it'll make it so that kind of everybody gets paid more. So
Yeah.
God bless you, Ninja.
Hey, thanks, Ninja.
God bless.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Ninja.
man.
You're doing
We
it
have
for
an
the
extra-
gamers.
We all
Flashlight if
actually
you want it.
signed out Twitch deals as well.
Yes.
We did sign
Yeah.
deals.
Signed
Signed on Twitch
Twitch.
deals.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm sure nowhere near as impressive. But
Yeah.
No, I mean, because even before this, you have a certain contract,
Yeah.
and there's many different types of Twitch contracts, and anytime you get a better one, it just simplifies your life and it feels nice. you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
This is probably my third,
Nice.
Right.
fourth. I don't even know
Even-
yet.
And in my naivety as well around this topic, if you guys heard that, she also said this was her third Twitch contract, her biggest one, of course, as well, also thanks to Ninja and all the other moves being made. I, in my stupidity, had no idea that Twitch contracts were already being signed. I guess it makes sense because we saw people out there, let some big names actually re-sign, so I guess it really does make sense. It's very cool to see, though, that Pokimane's third contract was now her biggest because of all of these moves, and it was not exactly an easy choice to actually stay, but she definitely gave a good backing as to why she did stay. And if you guys know this channel, we have long talked about Twitch versus YouTube versus Mixer. Throw some Facebook in there, maybe sprinkle some caffeine as well. It's a very interesting topic to talk about. So what do you guys think about this? Even the Misfits guys getting some Twitch deals out of all of this ruckus. I think Ninja certainly deserves more credit when it's come time to actually the moves he did make for other streamers and the money he also made for them as well. What do you guys think about this? I promised you, all right? If you guys got any other Pokimane stuff, you know I would love to cover it. Besides that, we cover esports gaming news every single day, all week long, and I certainly will be back here, guys, several times this week with a lot of videos. Until then, take care of yourselves. You know what to do, all right? Drink your water. Drink your coffee. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.